So then he says, no, you idiot. I said, tiny penis. Oh, hello! How you doing?
We're still remaining with
Still
catching you off guard intros.
We're still doing that one. Aye, so another episode of Nights of the Folded Out Table. Tonight we have Badger, we've got Rich, but we've got, for the first time ever, the bogus gas man. How you doing, Danny?
Yeah, no, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
No bad, mate.
Welcome.
I
thought we were going with Danny the Prick.
I'll take that.
Is there a name that you want to go by?
Danny's fine.
Danny bogus gas man.
Danny Bar.
You know the rule about no wanting a nickname to stick. The harder you push against it, the more it's going to stick. So you best say now what you wanted to be called is, because we'll just call you anything.
Pick something cool like fucking Nighthawk or Dragon or something.
Something out of Dodgeball. Blade or Razor and Blazer.
So what you been up to, Danny?
I was on holiday last week. I was in Skye.
Inverness?
And then we were over in Inverness. But it was Skye in 4 nights. It was pretty good. Could have been a bit better with the weather. Then Inverness for a couple of nights for a wee hot tub.
They still using the pound up in Skye, or is it?
Aye. It's lovely, honestly. I've not been in a long time. Even just driving through it. I spent most of the time driving. Did almost 800 miles in about 6 days.
Nice.
It was brilliant.
Really?
Aye.
That's awesome.
Pretty much.
You sample any whiskey when you were up there? Or
I was driving all the time.
Well, you done 800 miles.
They don't care about that in Skye. There's no police in Skye.
Alcohol-free whiskey, that's what you're
Aye, what's the point, man?
And then Inverness.
Yeah, Inverness. So we just pretty much spent a couple of nights in the hot tub. We went into Drumnard Rocket for a day. Drumnard Rocket. It's a place, I promise. Tried to get to see...
like Echo Feck in there.
We made our best attempt to get to a viewpoint to see Loch Ness, and we got to a point you'd have to cross a massive bit of water. There used to be a bridge, and we're like, nah. So I stopped at a wee point up the road and got a couple of photos. It was good. I've not seen Loch Ness before. Didn't see the monster. Tried.
You been up to much yourself, Mark?
Airsoft at Cumbernauld, Area 66. Hunters of fun.
How was Area 66 compared to other places?
So this is my first outdoor experience, and outdoors much more fun. It's, apart from it was like 28 degrees, so it was very hot. But apart from that, I was, more space, more running about, a lot more moving. You're kind of 70 acres.
Wow.
It was just 70 acres and I'm 36. It's more like 500 acres. But I was good. I'd say I'll be back 100%.
So how many bodies were there? How many folk?
42, 44, something like that, 46, something like that. Just split into 2 teams, kind of red bands and no bands. And it was first one was pretty much just kill each other. Respawn, kill each other, do that for 40 minutes, get used to your team in that, and then they started doing objectives like capture the flag, construct the bomb, so go off and find like the components to make a bomb and then take it to your enemy's position, and then they were just having fun with it, but they were kind of changing the rules slightly to make it easier because it was so hot. People were dropping out after a game or two because it was just too much for them. Some guys were literally in fleeces with ghillie suits on, and you're like, I wore a fleece for the first round, and then I was just like, nah, I'm done. T-shirt on. I was like, I don't care if I get hurt. This is again. It's just that's it. Pretty much running about in a biffy fucking Cairo T-shirt. there was 2 boys in our team just tops off and just wearing their plate carriers, and that's it. And I'm like, I kind of wanted to shoot them just to be like, mate, that'll sting, But tons and tons of fun. Got to put all my guns through a good run, so everything works nicely, which is brilliant.
So how long were you there for? It
kicked off at 10 and I was there till 4:30.
Wow.
So a long old day, man. I got to 2:30 and I'm like, can I do this? And I was just like, I have to. I've paid for this. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to check it out my first time there. So there to the bitter end. But it was brilliant. Players were brilliant, the marshals were brilliant, the area's brilliant, it's well maintained. You've got castles and buildings, wooden tanks and bridges and things to hide behind tyres and gas cans. It was so much fun. I would recommend it very highly.
So did you prefer doing it outdoors or doing it indoors?
I love doing it indoors just because it's comfier. But if I'm doing airsoft outside.
But when you do it outside, it's with 45 guys. So
They've got to take their turn.
You've got to wait.
But no, outdoors definitely the one for me, 100%.
Is that like dogging? Is that legal? Did I tell you I put all my dogging stuff up on eBay? I've had no bids yet, but I've got 45 watchers. What have you been up to yourself, Rich?
Other than my normal stuff that we speak about over the podcast, I have been playing Pal World 1.0, so that got into its 1.0.
Pal World, that's the fake Pokemon, isn't it?
Can't say that. It's completely separate.
It's inspired by
Pokemon. Pals that look completely different from any other
TM. Not
catch them as well.
Digital rights media and whatever. They can't do nothing about it.
So,
but it is good.
Barisord and Charizard and stuff like that.
Hemorrhoid and which evolves for pile. It's good. It is good. It kind of scratches that itch, a survival-based game. So I really like Ark. I've always liked Ark Survival Evolved with the kind of catching dinosaurs that then benefit you in some capacity, like something that's really good at digging or something that's really good at harvesting fruits and vegetables.
So it's got
that aspect to it. Like
some
pals will benefit your base because they're good with handiwork or they're good at planting, and it's like you build a base. And then that base kind of maintains itself with the pals that you...
Do you craft stuff to mine stuff to craft? Is that the style?
Exactly. Your standard survival-based game.
So you're using your pals as slaves, basically.
Essentially, they are.
Tie on in a shop.
They are there to literally.
So they're used for fighting and building and digging.
And some of them have got guns as well, which I suppose that's the thing to keep you completely separate because Pokemon there's not a Pikachu picking up an Uzi, but
that would be
that's it. They've got guns in Pal World and stuff like that. So
and the best thing about it is you can catch people.
You can.
Really?
You can, yeah. It does tell you on it that people are their pals.
Right.
And you don't get any benefits for catching them, but you can catch them and then make them work in your base.
You can enslave people.
Essentially, yeah. But I mean,
I'm so tempted, but it's the only bit of the game I like.
It's right up a street. But I mean, when you think about it, you're going up against these bosses to kill them. So if you capture them and gain them a second chance in your bases, it's servitude or death. Really, you're only getting two choices, really.
Okay.
Pretty much that. I went to a family, with Claire's family, a family quiz day yesterday that was set up like an actual quiz show, so you take a podium and it's called Quiz Boxing in Glasgow. A load of fun. I think it's like £12 per person. Great atmosphere, great experience. Really fun.
Right, hit us with one of the questions you got then, if you can.
Well, it was, you've got two big red buttons in front of you. One of them lowers the number, one of them increases the number, and it's the closest to the number wins. And it was, what was the world record for seamen travelling a set amount of distance?
Oh, I'd say about 6 foot.
Right?
Yeah.
I think you know that.
Like semen from the source,
yes.
I know, we didn't
it's not
really. Does the angle matter?
I don't know. You need to ask an expert.
Off the top of the Burj Khalifa.
It's across. Yeah. I mean, I didn't stop the quiz to say, can I get the details of this?
No, if you went up a flat and had a wank, right?
No, I don't think it counts. I think it's from obviously probably.
So we're standing on the ground.
You wait for the wind to come from behind.
Yeah. So I mean, I'd
get you there spin.
I put 8 feet.
Shot put.
Like a shot put.
So world's fastest furthest
ejaculate. Shot nut.
Right, I'm going to say
18 feet.
No,
exactly. Like
how 18. Do they know?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Imagine you're that adjudicator for the world Guinness record book, and your boss says to you in the Monday meeting is like, by the way, on Thursday you're going to go watch a guy.
I feel like I'm using a tape.
I think the best bit
was my PPE.
The guy's measuring from the tip as well.
Next up on the Olympics.
So that was one of the questions.
Do you know who it was?
No. It's like quick round after that. It's quick round after that. But I mean, I think I shouted out to one of Claire's family members. I was like, "What's the distance between me and you?" Like, 8 feet. I put 8 feet, and I was way off.
Wow.
I was way off.
Did you feel threatened like you were going to try and shoot at him?
Exactly. But 18 feet, unbelievable. And that could even be an old record. You don't know what this could be. You don't know whether he's increased it to 19.
That's
incredible. Suppose that's a skill that somebody has that's only going to. Well, it's not going to get better with age, is it?
I feel like it's a young man's game. That one.
It's not going to get better with age. I wonder whether you're allowed to have, drug enhancement in that game. Like, if you get to a certain age, is it still legal to use Viagra or whatever?
There'll be stiff competition.
Exactly. So a bit of good fun with family to take mind over.
I can tell it's a good family activity. How far can somebody jizzle?
I mean, it was the only kind of questions, but that was the one that sticks out in the mind.
That stuck that one. Aye.
So that's what I've been up to. What about yourself?
Oh, not much, man. What have I been doing? I went to see Deacon Blue at Edinburgh Castle on Friday. I want to say Friday, Saturday. Sunday last week I went to see Deacon Blue at Edinburgh Castle. They were alright. They were, at that stage it's like karaoke. They're old. Yeah. They're old folk, and everybody there was I think we were the youngest there, quite honestly. But it was cracking fun. It was cracking fun.
Just to see Zimmer frames and what was this?
See you there in a couple of years.
Touching the ground, man.
I've never, but you can tell how sophisticated, how reserved the crowd were, because when you went to the bar, they actually handed you like cans of beer and cans of juice. You'd none of
the plastic shit,
plastic cup and stuff.
If
like
they go to throw it, they're throwing their sugar.
That's the thing, isn't it? Your hip will snap if you launch back too far. But
exactly.
So I went to see Deacon Blue. That was all right. Before we went to there, we went to this Turkish restaurant in Edinburgh. Muzu or something like that it was called, but it was the weirdest stuff. You get like your sort of starter platter, you want to try a wee bit of everything, they bring you this thing, and you pick parts of the animals that you wouldn't normally eat.
Right, okay.
So see where this is going.
Eyeballs, testicles,
brains.
Pork neck. You ever had pork neck before?
No, was it good?
It was alright, man. It was quite fatty. It was a bit like duck.
A bit like duck,
believe it or not. Pork neck, similar sort of fatty stuff. But that was interesting. But they'd no like spuds or chips or rice or anything goes with it. You just get like this lump
Where's my
of
chips
meat.
and cheese?
Exactly.
Just a load of meat.
Just a load of meat. There's no carbs to go with it. Do you know what I mean? So you have this thing, and it's nice. Not that we get outside and you're still hungry.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Aye. Do you know what I mean? You need something there to.
Was that the weirdest thing you ate then?
Oh, the weirdest thing there. I think it was chicken feet.
I've had chicken feet before, man. It's just pure gristle.
Did anybody ever go to Viva Brazil in Glasgow when that was there?
No.
And that was just like 20 or 30 different meats they'll do, but they also have chicken hearts.
Chicken hearts?
Yeah.
I've heard they're supposed to be really good.
Yeah, it was actually alright.
Popcorn chicken, just...
No, it was literally just a wee grey looking heart done in their spices or whatever.
I've had like pig heart.
It tasted alright, to be honest, but it's just the textures. It's like a weird... It's like you're biting into a piece of rubber. Aye.
I had shark before, and that was...
Never tried shark, no.
Yeah, I had that when I was a kid. I had shark fin. I was like, and then I got older. I was like, that was wrong. Shouldn't have done that.
Ostrich burgers were a big thing for a while.
I was like, 90s and 2000s thing, wasn't it?
I kind of put off trying it, and then I tried it, and I was like, I understand why people like these. They're good.
And the size of the drumsticks.
Weeks, man. Weeks.
But I know. So that's what I've been up to. Not much at all, just starting plugging away. Right, so you've got a plan, mate.
I do.
Richard has a plan.
I have a wee planned game for Danny, if you're up for it. I was going to call you whatever that was, Blazer, was it, or something like that? Just to try and stick a wee planned game. So we've got a wee game for guests who come on, and you're going to be the first person to trial it, and we're calling it the Squire's Search. So prior to being a night or an honorary night at the fold-out table, we've got like a wee game where we're going to put you in a first-person kind of cam, where we're looking at you kind of Blair Witch style, as you're running about the shop, trying to find clues that then lead you on to the next clue. So if you're up for that, we'd love to see you do that. And hopefully,
I think I'll have to say
hopefully it'll present itself well on the video. I mean, it's not going to present itself well on the audio. So if you're listening to this audio, switch out onto YouTube. Have a wee gander.
Please don't.
Even just at this part, and then we'll try and figure out how we're going to capture it and display it. Hopefully it works. Fingers crossed. We're trying something new. Excellent.
Okay, and now we're doing Danny's quest for the whatever he's questing for. Right,
the Squire's Search.
The Squire's Search.
So he's
Squire
downstairs.
Danny's
Right, I'm going to put myself on mute, Danny, and then I'm going to give the clue to these guys and then take myself off of mute immediately and then let them talk, right?
Right, okay.
Right. First clue is we buy this at 25% and sell it at 50%.
Oh, right, Danny. So you're wanting to go to the second-hand Games Workshop stuff, which is in the cabinets, the glass cabinets at the front of the shop, mate.
Right, okay.
Okay.
The kind of bouncy back and forward.
So if you go there should be a second clue in there.
Yeah, I can see it.
Right, okay.
The first one's pretty easy, I think.
Aye.
Pop, in quotation marks, popular flashback is a nod to Mark's favourite DC hero.
Probably a Flash
Bit
Funko
of
Pop.
Batman then.
I think so.
See that? So you say that again, Danny? That clue one more time?
All in, this popular flashback is a nod to Mark's favourite DC hero, and Pop is in quotation marks.
It's like a Batman Funko Pop.
Batman Funko.
Back onto the big wall as you came down the stairs.
Funkos as you came down, mate.
Okay.
Have a look and see if there's a Batman Funko Pop or something to do with Batman, if it's a nod to.
There's so many.
There's a lot of Funkos, mate.
Do we get clues if we can't figure it out?
Oh aye. We're not gonna let it go on that long where we're sitting here.
See where there, Dan, as well, can you like just tidy up the wall a wee bit?
I think a bigger hint into the clue is this flashback is a popular nod.
Right, so it'll be the Keaton Batman for the Flash then.
Aye, so look for a Michael Keaton Batman, but it'll have the Flash movie logo on the top of the box.
Aye.
And you're probably close to the door as well.
Aye, closer to the end of the hallway, aye.
But halfway
Top or bottom?
down the bottom. Probably.
How well do you know your shop to be being able to direct them to where it is?
It'll flash at the top of the box, then it'll say Batman on it. So it's Batman with the mask on, I think.
I think there's two versions, with or without the mask.
So you're looking for something. It's a Funko Pop, so it looks like Simon Pegg.
Okay, I think I found it.
Oh!
Show the camera.
You've got to take it out. You lift it up, mate.
Right, okay.
Lift it up and turn it.
Do you think that's it?
I reckon that
Should
says
be it,
something
aye.
in the back.
Not on the back. No post.
There might be multiples of it.
Right, okay.
Didn't
you've
know that
got one
I didn't
to
know
look-
that there was multiples here. Do you want to have a quick rundown and check too? we're sending producer Adele.
Awesome.
I've seen two so far with nothing on it.
This is a fix.
My producer's on the way.
Right, okay.
It's this one.
Okay, I found this one. Right, the note says, this isn't even my final form.
Oh.
Right, so this is going to be our Dragon Ball Z. So this will be like a cell.
Do you reckon it's still a pop?
Could be a Funko Pop. I'm trying to think what else we've got.
We've got like the pens and stuff, and the have we got any of the figures?
So, Dragon Ball Z figures. We've got some either right at the front of the shop, where all the action figures are, or we've got some in the second room as well.
Yeah, the middle room.
Right, okay, I'm at the front of the shop now.
Front of the shop, there should be like Dragon Ball Z figures. So they are. This might be a Frieza figure actually. So there's like they're like a blackish grey box, silver writing Dragon Ball Z. You know who Frieza is, yeah?
Aye.
Yeah, cool. So they are usually either close to the plastic shelving.
Oh, there's a freezer first form.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, okay, in the back of that, Adele's favourite, Daddy Primark.
All right, we know who that is.
That's Lionel Johnson.
So if you go over to the furthest away silver shelf behind you, all the Warhammer stuff, closest to where like the binders are,
This is great watching this, by the
you're
way.
going to be looking for so the top row should all be blue Space Marines, and then below that there should be another set of kind of Space Marines called Dark Angels.
So the side of the box have a book with a sword through it.
A book.
With a sword through it, it'll be like a symbol on the box.
Oh no, we're hearing music. DRM.
Definitely furthest away shelf.
Should be the one next to the binders.
Right.
Right, so there's this binders, then there's this top shelf should have like blue or not the top shelf, but the second shelf down should have loads of blue characters on the side of the box.
Yeah, the wee boxes.
Yep. So if you go down the next shelf down and scan along, you're looking for, as Greg says, like a book or a set of wings with a knife through it, and you're looking for a
Lionel Johnson.
Yeah, Lionel Johnson, a guy with like looks like Charles Dance.
Struggled.
Just skim along it. Just look
Is
for
there anyone I'm looking for?
Lionel Johnson or Dark Angels.
I think something outside the shop.
Well, we're shut. Lionel Johnson. It should be like farthest left, only a couple in for the left, to be honest. Go down
You see is this not the shelf towards the door, or is it the shelf closest to...
No,
Closest to where the binders are.
See the binders that hang up on the wall?
Aye, the ones we've got for sale.
Right, got you now.
Aye, so...
Right, okay, I'm looking below the Space Marines.
Yep, so second one below them.
Got
There
it.
we go. There we go.
Mark just watched all 15 seasons, very supernatural of him.
Oh.
Alright, Supernatural. So we got a poster for Supernatural?
Yeah. So it'll be in the poster rack. The poster rack's at the front of the door. They're Supernatural posters.
Run, Danny, run!
we're timing you, man.
So I think on the rack closest to the door, about halfway through, it's a Supernatural poster.
I'm like viciously going through the posters. Oh, he's hung up on me. We're back. Can you hear us? Don't hang up on us.
You found it?
How many posters do you have?
About 100.
About 100? He's only at 6.
You need this to start your dungeon escapades.
Probably the D&D starters. Yeah, the start manual. So if you get into the middle room, if you get into the middle room, on the bookcase, you're looking in front of you, there's the D&D figures hanging up. To the left is the D&D starter sets and stuff. About 3 shelves down, quite near the bottom.
Not the comic book room, backer room. Oh, you're in that room, aye. That's fine.
So, I can see the D&D starter sets where I'm going to here.
That
should be them.
Should be them. Have it. Pull a few of them out.
Just getting this up like your shelves well on here.
Just throwing stuff on his shoulders.
Stuff everywhere.
Oh, right, okay, I got one.
Okay, what's it saying?
This is Carl's final plan, Big Boot.
Oh, right, okay.
First room then?
The first room for there's a Dungeon Crawler Carol books.
Kind of bright yellow and pink writing.
So so that should be you in there. On top of the white sort of cabinet that opens up with the second-hand Bonham and stuff in it.
There we go.
Yay! Head on back.
Excellent, well done, Danny.
Hey, that was 8 minutes 55 seconds.
Wow.
Cheers.
There we go.
And we'll take that back off.
That was funny.
Here he is, there he is.
Well done, mate.
Oh, there we go. We'll let
Very
you,
well
we'll let
done.
you take
Very
your seat.
well done.
Well done.
Did it help at the start with
What was-
my glasses and I'm looking at 1,000 photos and then I found 2 that weren't even it.
To be honest, when we picked it, I only seen one of them, and I'd already came up with the idea like this is a flashback to Mark's favourite DC character, DC superhero, and I was like, well, they're going to go Batman immediately, but then the whole flashback should be the Flash clue. So that seemed to be the hardest one that you were stuck on for a wee
I
bit.
was
Then
in
it
the
seemed
wrong
to be
place
quite.
for the Warhammer stuff as well.
So that was good fun. Well done. So 8 minutes 55 was your time. We don't know how
There's no
that
benchmark,
compares.
so that'll get
Exactly, you're the first person to set the
You're number one.
You're number one
You're
on
top
the
of the
leaderboard, but you're the guy setting the mark for everybody else that comes.
You are
so.
top of the leaderboard.
Excellent.
Ready to be dethroned in a minute.
Cool. Cool. Will we take a wee break there?
Aye, we're going to stop there. We'll go in and have a wee cup of tea. Gary will put in some wonderful music right about here, and we'll see you after the break. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And welcome back. Danny is now an official knight of the folding out table.
Table.
He gets to talk about what he wants to talk about.
Exactly.
Which I think's Magic the Gathering, eh?
Yeah.
Magic's your thing, mate. How long have you been playing?
I got into it a couple of years ago, just on the back of Fallout. Thunder Junction was my first ever pre-release.
Right, okay.
So I'm not a long time Magic player, but I'm very invested in it now.
It's a great game. So it's mostly Commander you play, eh?
Yeah, pretty much completely Commander. Aye.
Have you played any other format, or
I explored a little bit into value vintage. What appealed to me with that was any card's legal in the vintage format, which can be very expensive, but it's a $30 price limit on your deck, so it makes it accessible to just about anyone, and you can still play a lot of main archetypes like Affinity and Burn and stuff like that. And I've not completed a deck yet. I know a couple of other guys that I kind of convinced to look at it have.
What makes something a vintage then? Is there a set?
It's just
set from backwards that you can play, because if you call it vintage, is it including everything, or is it
technically including everything that's legal in vintage, just under the $30 price limit, so you're not going to get a Black Lotus or anything in it.
So, but is vintage a set thing where it's like only from this set to this set, or is it?
Does it include like Marvel superheroes back to the start of Magic, or is it like from?
I believe it's almost back to the start of Magic. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Everything's legal.
Yeah, I think I might be right in saying this. I believe like Black Lotus and stuff like that's legal in vintage, but you're obviously not going to be able to afford one of those in your $30 price.
Is that like the TCG market value? Is that like if you can get one for $30?
The guidelines they're using is your deck priced against TCG player. So everyone's got a standard platform to price, like not one person's pricing it on Card Market or
with you.
So everyone's kind of following
Fair.
So I digitally, I played a few games with that and I quite enjoyed it, so I might finish a deck.
No?
I don't believe so. It's not like a legal or really a recognised format with Wizards.
Commander wasn't at the start.
I know. But there's quite a following on Discord. There's a big Discord channel set up for it, and a lot of folk are sharing decks and stuff like that.
Cool.
Aye.
Sounds interesting.
So who's your go-to Commander? Who's your boy?
I recently built Tetsun, Gnome Champion. Cares about double-faced artefacts.
Right, okay.
Entering, mainly just use the front side of him. So when he enters,
backside now.
When he enters, or another double-faced artifact, you control enters, you mill 3 cards, and you can return an artifact from those 3 cards to your hand. But you can very quickly just start binning all your cards into the graveyard. And eventually, my win con with that is kind of like cast a big game ender like Depth Shaker Titan. I've got 30 artifacts in the field and I can just swing it around Cyberdrive Awakener and stuff like that as well. I've only flipped them once so far. I've been playing them for a few weeks, but that's the main game plan.
What's the flip side?
Flip side is 6/6 with Vigilance and Trample. When he attacks, you can transform one of your double-faced artifacts. So there's a couple in the deck that you probably would want to transform. There's ones that when you transform it, you can tap for mana equal to your life total, which is
that's cool.
I've ended a game on that turn before. There's one that lets you tap for mana for the number of permanents in your graveyard, which is going to be massive at that point.
Absolutely.
And he creates 2 gnomes when he attacks as well. So I've only ever really done that once when I've needed a big turn.
Just standard gnomes, or like artifact gnomes.
They're just one artifact gnomes.
Artifacts as well. Cool.
So no, that's been my go-to one now. I'm really enjoying that one.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So there's obviously a lot of stuff upcoming. What's your thoughts on like The Hobbit and?
I'm really looking forward to The Hobbit.
The Hobbit should be good.
Definitely. I'm in for the pre-release.
The Hobbit should be good. They started to sort of preview some of the Star Trek stuff.
Yeah, before the Hobbit stuff. Even at Magicon Amsterdam as well. I've seen the Star Trek leaks before more Hobbit leaks.
But the Hobbit leaks were like months ago. Is there any before that?
There was a couple. maybe a handful really, were leaked a couple of months ago.
Well, that new doing as well that looks insanely good. Where it's like, was it? I can't remember what it does now. It's like it gets all the abilities of all legendary elves on the battlefield.
Oh no, I think it's all legendary elves in your graveyard.
I was like, that's
it's going to be insane. Yeah, I've never built elf ball before, so it might convince me to do that. But I'm actually quite keen at Gandalf Party Guest.
Yeah,
he cares about legendary wizards. So I think his main thing is at the beginning of combat, you can cast an instant sorcery spell from your hand, mana value X or less, where X is twice the number of legendary wizards you control. So even if you've got 4 or 5 legendary wizards, you can cast a big thing for free. And because it's in combat, you can technically cast sorceries at instant speed at that point, if I'm reading that correctly. So I had a VV deck before.
Somebody in the comments will tell you if you're wrong.
I'll hear
the only time that people like to comment as well.
Correct me if I'm wrong. So I might
You'll get the Gary AI voice as well, which we've now got a wee talking head for him. So he's going to love that.
Convert my VV deck into Gandalf, but I'm going to wait and see what the rest of the spoilers are before I make my mind up.
We know it's going to be a solid set.
Mox Amber is getting reprinted in the Dwarvish. I think it's only available in collector boosters though.
Aye.
But glad to see them reprint stuff like that. Even with Star Trek, I'm not maybe as keen on Star Trek, but I'm glad they're reprinting things like Shieldred, as Benedict Cumberbatch can.
Why not?
Well, really,
aye. So you can get Benedict Cumberbatch as can, right?
Easy for you to say.
Right, aye. They've got a Doctor Strange card that you can get, right? And they're going to have Smaug and the Hobbit, so you'll be able to have tribal Cumberbatch. You know, a Cumberbatch themed deck.
Yeah, I'm loving the book art treatments they're doing for the Hobbit, especially the Smaug one. If I'm lucky enough to pull that, I would consider building it.
There's some mad arts for it.
They look fantastic. I think they might be kind of tough to grade though, if you cared about grading Magic cards, because of the book art ones, they're meant to look a wee bit scuffed.
Yeah.
So I don't know how anybody would kind of grade one.
I think it was like AI grade, and I'll just be like, that's a 1.
Yeah.
But anyone else has to like go over it
it's
properly.
Intentional. Even though I'm not maybe as keen on the like Star Trek franchise coming to Magic, I'm still glad that they're reprinting things like Shieldred.
Oh, absolutely.
Being a kind of new player to myself, I don't have a massive collection of these great cards. So if I don't like the art that's coming out for Star Trek, it's bringing the price down on all the original stuff like...
That's the thing, I'm always saying this, that Magic's the only one of the games where the price of the card is sort of defined by how good it is in game, because it's certainly not that way with Pokemon, and it's not that way with anything else.
What do you consider yourself? You consider yourself a collector of Magic, or do you consider yourself a player of Magic?
Oh, player 100%.
So
people don't collect Magic.
How often do you buy collector edition booster packs?
I've not bought many collector booster packs, but if I was doing that, it was maybe in the off chance to pull something that I really want.
That you really want to put in your deck.
I got really lucky with Final Fantasy. It's probably the best luck I've ever had in a pack. Out of a collector booster, I got full art VV, and I got the full art foil Buster Sword, which probably the two best picks.
I knew you're saying VV is one of your commanders. So
VV's been one of my commanders
the collector's edition that you use then. So is that like...
That was the one pack as
well.
well.
Points as well. Like you've not just got the normal VV and you've got the collector's
I would have bought the normal VV. I built a deck for VV before Final Fantasy was even released.
Really? Right, okay.
In hopes that I'd pull the card, and I was extremely lucky. I manifested it.
You've manifested, cosmically ordered this VV, mate.
But I would have bought it otherwise. But at that point, it was still sitting at £35 for the standard printing. But
is it
if I build it, it will
a
come.
reprint of another card that was out originally, and it's just VV artwork that's on there?
Aye. So it's like the fancy treatment of it. Do you know what I mean?
So what card is the VV one?
So VV's a legendary wizard, extremely powerful. Got banned in standard because its activated ability is 0 cost. You don't have to tap them, and you can tap them for any combination of red or blue mana where. That's the number of... that's his power.
Aye.
But whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it pings each opponent for 1 damage, and then you put 1 more counter on them. So that whole deck is built around casting loads of things, getting them really big, getting even more mana to try and have a big explosive turn to win the game.
It's sort of a Storm deck almost.
It plays similar to a Storm deck, 100%. You might have had a couple of long turns before, and I've managed to pull the win out when I've found the line in it.
Aye. That's the thing.
Much to everyone else's, maybe, displeasure. But we all have those games. Everyone has games where,
absolutely,
where they can take their time. And
absolutely.
It's kind of fun, isn't it? Just thinking your way through it, seeing if you can find something out of nowhere. Yeah, that's what I get a lot of fun out of it.
That's definitely a lot of fun.
I've played Commander before, played it, and I kind of fell out of collecting anything like that. We discussed it before, like the most fun that I've had playing Magic was that
uncube the lines.
That was
Uncube
hilarious.
was just
That
absolutely
I was with you that
wild,
night.
man.
That was insane. We had guys sitting under the table playing
Playing a
mini
game,
games. We had guys with their heads pinned to the table because they weren't allowed to take their heads off the table.
It was for the fact that it was just like a draft type of thing.
Yeah.
It was. Nobody really cared about the result. It was just
100%.
pure fun.
Yeah.
It was just pure fun.
Some of the most fun I've actually had playing Magic, and it was such a laugh.
We'll definitely have to do that again at some stage. We've got the cube down the stairs lines like really start with.
It was crazy.
Ryan was kind enough to leave it with the shop.
It was, as you said as well, turning around and seeing guys underneath a table, and I'm like, why is
Folks
he playing
stuck
a
with their
game?
heads on the table.
But they said literally, because that question, I was like, why is he under the table? And they're like, we have to complete a sub game before we can play the top game.
It was the same
again. I'm
fellas
like,
as
that's
well.
crazy.
Somebody played a card where I think they got to cast something for free, or each of the players could cast something for free if they could hold their breath the longest. So when they were doing that, I just made them burst out laughing, raging. That made them lose that.
But was there also a rule in it as well where somebody had to, like, if they played a card, they had to buy a booster pack, and then any card in the booster pack they
They
could
were
play
allowed
it?
to play. Aye.
That's crazy.
There was a card I had in my deck. It was you can name a word, and whenever somebody says that word, I think it was something like they lose a life. But and I interpreted that as everybody that was playing the uncube. So I chose words like tap and untap.
Course,
but anytime I'd hear somebody else like 2 tables down saying tap, and I'm like, you lose a life, and they're like, honestly, I highly recommend it if you've not tried it.
My deck was focused on putting people into cuffs, which they didn't realise they could do that. So everybody was putting their hands like this, like as if they're,
your wrists
and
have to
then
touch each other.
making them with the next play put their cards on top, and they had to balance them. So if they, and then they're trying to play. Cards like that.
That reminds me of a
just
couple.
do this. You're still in cuffs.
There was a card. I think it was a card I had actually incorrectly interpreted it, but it's kind of like everybody's doing that. This because it's mechanics you've never seen before, and it was like whenever you touch this card, I read his opponent loses a life, so I touched it like 20 times. I thought I've killed you, but it turns out that was wrong. I killed myself doing that.
I'm done with this game.
Yeah, pretty much. So that led to folk like using their cards to like tap and untap their stuff. And there was also ones like your creature has flying if you're holding it in the air. It's honestly it's
madness.
It must be so much fun for the designers as well, just getting to come up with mad
that's
stuff
the kind
like
of
that.
cards that they know they're never going to get to put in anything else. It's the fun things that they can do. You know.
Did you see the thing about the boy cheating in Amsterdam?
I think I might have did actually.
So he basically was cheating. He's what he's done. He's gone to shuffle his deck, but he's kept the same card
on the top. So he makes it look like a shuffling.
So he's kept the card there, shuffle, but it's the same card at the top, and it's the card he needs to mess up the other guy's deck.
And he didn't present it for a cut.
He didn't present it for a cut. So
I think there was one time he did do it, but it was only when there was folk standing around the table. I don't know if that's the right situation.
But all this is getting filmed and getting broadcast.
Yeah. So it gets found out.
Why do people who go to these type of competitions that are obviously they're gone there for that gameplay, the competitive style gameplay?
There is prizes.
What exactly? You're there for the win, but why do you feel the need to cheat, especially in a stage where A, it's recorded. B, we live in a world where cheaters get, when it is recorded, they get exposed quick.
100%.
And then you're just classed as a cheater for the rest of your life.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the point?
Banned as well. Yeah,
but cheating's got them that far. That's the issue. That's like, I don't know if you watched, like talking about it earlier, like the World Cup final the other night, right? And they were cheating all the time. Like both teams were constantly cheating. And that's why I hate football, because
I don't like football because they look for the next
cheating,
foul. There's people looking for the like stop them dead in the spot in the hopes that somebody bangs into them. Then they go into that whole acting routine.
Yeah, 100%.
Ref, look out here.
And I don't know whether
I don't know whether it's been because I've watched this World Cup, whether it's a new thing or it's always been getting fouled while you're got the ball.
Sorry, Richard. Hydration break.
We're going to run a couple of ads. Getting fouled, and then as they get fouled, grabbing onto the ball. And I think if it isn't a foul, if the ref classes it is not a foul, and that game has had to stop and be restarted because you picked up the ball, that person should get a yellow card for handball. It's handball, right? So it should be.
Yeah.
But it seemed to. It's the first time in football that I've ever noticed that people getting tackled through the back and them just instantly touching the ball, like floundering onto it, because if they don't get the foul,
you'll better stop them
they
from
have
playing
to stop the
advantage.
play. They have to stop them from playing. It's absolutely the worst. And I know there's people who love it, and I understand why people love it, but I cannot stand it.
Argentina were terrible for it. The right team won, honestly.
Well, I had Argentina in a sweepstake, so I was like, 60 quid is 60 quid, but I know that they are the villains of the World Cup, like, so like, I'm not bothered.
The boy that gets sent off, did you see that? Honestly, it was like he rock bottomed him. The guy literally flips around in the air. Like, he hits him so hard, the boy's like, honestly.
It's not a sportsmanship sport anymore.
No, it is not. I'd love to get like a rugby referee and give it like a football referee the powers that a rugby referee's got. You talk to him, you're off. Yeah. You look at him funny, you're sent off.
I think there was the big issue was like there was too many referees that were from Argentina. They were just like, well, that's a fucking foul to you, but you're fine.
There was a lot. I thought in World Cup that you weren't allowed to referee.
No, they weren't refereeing their own games, but they were refereeing other games that they might come up against. So they were like, well, we're going to fucking make sure the shitter team wins or things like that. You know?
Wow.
FIFA's been notorious for corruption for years.
That's crazy. It's
and
crazy.
the thing that cracked me up was Donald Trump coming out of the. Did you watch the ending ceremony?
I didn't watch the
ending
ceremony.
So the ending ceremony comes out. So the head of FIFA comes out and he's got his suit on, but he's got his trainers on as well, like proper suit and trainers, obviously for whoever's sponsoring. Whatever they're sponsoring, and
Nike or something like that.
And then fucking Donald Trump bumbles his way out, and he's like shaking hands with all the players. And there's this photo at the end with like all the winners there, right? Like they're there, they've all to hold up their medals, and they're all stood there, and Donald Trump's at the side, like
trying to get as close to the middle as possible.
Just trying to get in there.
The camera.
It was honestly. He didn't have a fucking clue what was going on, but it was like just as long as he's getting his face in camera.
It's the worst place they could have ever held the World Cup. To be perfectly honest, they did what they do with like WWE things where they up the ticket prices where it was over $1,000 a ticket, and some of the stadiums were empty. They were charging what should have been like a $4 ticket to get on the subway to there. They were always $200 for the day, and you're like, this is madness. Why are you price gouging? You've got an extra million folk in your city, they're going to spend the money.
They drink the city dry.
Scotland drinks Boston dry.
Puts traffic cones on in every statue they can find and then drinks the place dry.
I do love the difference between Scottish fans and English fans, because like the Scottish fans are literally like tidying up, putting shit in bin bags, leaving it next to a bin, and the English fans are just like bleh, bleh, fucking fighting with folk, and I was like, yeah.
Why don't you like us?
That's it. At least our fans
why do you like
Spain might have
Scotland?
won the World Cup, but Scotland won the hearts. That's all that mattered. Well, actually,
we're now twins with Boston.
It'd be nice to win one, but we're happy.
And everybody in Boston's now having deep fried pizza.
Well, the love story, like seeing 9 months' time in Boston, going back.
I'll put my ginger wings.
There's going to be a whole generation of Scottish Americans.
They're like the American GIs in the World War, man.
Exactly. It's going to be a boom at ginger wings in like 9 months' time. It's going to be fantastic. But the love stories, like I'm on TikTok, and it's nice as somebody who's Scottish. It's really nice when you're going through all these things and you're seeing the amount of people go, "Oh, the Scottish are lovely, and we love having them here," and that makes you feel proud to be Scottish because you're like, we're not going out there to win. We know that. Right? You know,
you're for a good time, not a long time.
But exactly, we're there for the experience. And I think the fans who went earlier, they done it every single person proud. That's the Euros that they went to, where everybody was like, "Bring the Scottish, we love them." You know, let's have a friendly every year just to repeat this. Makes you feel proud. The Tartan Army, when they go across, they make you be able to hold your head up high when you go to these places, and you know that the next time you go and visit and somebody hears your accent, they're like, "You're Scottish."
And also deep down they do understand that if anybody fights them, they will just nut them off. So it's no an issue.
I know that guy, there was a video of the guy who wanted the boxer machine things, who actually like let's get kissed it, and they went up to like 800. Everybody's like, never even put his round in.
There is one other thing from World Cup that we need to talk about. That big lad Faves at Norway.
Aye.
Aye. What a legend! I was like, I stand by like we recast Vikings and just get him to do it. He'd just be like brilliant.
Have you seen his sister's been on TikTok doing impersonations of him? About the way he walks and stuff like that, with his chin right out and stuff like that. His arms are swinging about. Like,
tons of fun, man. So when he's just like sitting eating and he sees his own reflection, shines himself.
That's a melter.
Just making fun of folk, man. Is it?
I've seen the original. It is a
why would you do that to me? No, I'm disappointed.
You've just spoiled it.
Listen, original creator needs to get the recognition for what he done, but he was the one who done it. I think he's like a common worker or something like that, and he's in the tons. But I think it's played up. It's played up. It was acting or something like that. But then they've done it with AI or whatever. They've done it and made it look like Harlan, and it is funny. I think it's funnier than the original.
It was funny to you spoil it.
How many glasses of water did that take?
Listen. When AI starts taking out everybody and making you seem like you're not in environments that you
do use AI a lot, though.
I do, but I also think that when it comes to it, if you're taking one content and replacing it as your own content, you even putting a wee post to say, this is the original creator's work, blah blah blah. That solves it, type of thing. Because then you're at
What's
least
your thoughts on AI, Danny?
I use it quite a bit at work, actually.
Right, okay, for emails and stuff.
Just about anything I can, honestly.
Do you think it's making us more stupid?
I think you could argue it's making folk more lazy, but it's.
Are we going to end up like the humans in WALL-E? You know, we're just
maybe that's personal choice. I can't be arsed doing anything more you do offer me.
Build my magic deck for me, you know.
No, I'll use it for whatever I can. I find it better than a search engine half the time. Like I won't take everything it says as gospel. Like if I think something doesn't sound quite right, like I'll do a bit of, I'll ask more questions or I'll do some separate research. But rather than try to like Google something and then you've got to go through 3-4 different pages to kind of find the answer you're looking for. Or just ask it the questions, even about what I do. I use CAD and stuff like that, and I could be like, how do you do this? Or can you do this? And maybe
like, how do I do my job? Please help me now.
Like, I'll come up with an idea, and I'm like, I think there's maybe a better way to do this. I'm just going to ask the question and see if there is. And sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. It's maybe 50-50 I'm finding on that. I'm not a coder by any means, but I've managed to use AI to write code for me to create custom tools in the CAD software I use occasionally, and I would never be able to do that. And it was literally like me.
It's a case of working smart.
100%. Yeah,
like it isn't making people dumber because it's actually giving people the tools to find their own ways. It's like, right, you maybe ask the question, but then you're still learning what it says. Like,
do you feel like maybe it's promoting people beyond their abilities because they're reliant on it?
I don't know whether it's promoting them beyond their abilities. I think it's adding to people's skill set.
Yeah, I think it may actually come to a point where folk are going to want you to be quite efficient with
prompting.
With being able to use AI and creating specific agents for your company's processes.
They just not need you then at that point. When it's like,
you get a job and do yourself at the job.
It's like, could you imagine you do work in one of the environments where I'm
just going to AI how to do open heart surgery and then
you do run it, but the thing is you would still need the technical skill to do that.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it?
There's always going to be some jobs that robots will be able to do, but there's some things that they could take over industries entirely.
I think that coders are genuinely scared because AI, if it becomes good enough to the point where you're only going to need one coder to fix maybe the AI's problems,
we're going to need hundreds of coders to fight them when they start fighting us. You know,
when you employ 5 coders to
hackers in 2026,
loads of zeros and ones fighting back. You know,
when you write a program that's maybe taken 5 coders to write that program and join it all together. And then all of a sudden, 10 years down the line, it takes one AI to write that in a matter of seconds, and then maybe one human person to quality check it. Then I suppose you are kind of doing yourself.
I can definitely see a lot of what been.
So what about AI
about
art
the future
then?
of the job?
Like, because I mean, there's people that can paint, and then there's AI art. Do you know like that? Just get an AI music. You know, during that,
it's insane how good AI music is.
It is brilliant, and I mean, Gary and all knows that we've used it many times.
We use AI a lot.
Like you can tell it's AI generated, but it sounds fantastic.
But they'll get to a point where we won't be able to tell it's AI generated.
But the same with art as well.
That's it. But you know, where does the skill come from then? You know, I can type words into a thing and it'll do it for me.
That then becomes the skill is how well you can prompt an AI to generate exactly what you want.
I doubt the ceiling's going to be that high on prompting though.
Well, I don't know. There is already competitions for it. I mean, I'm still subscribed to bloody Midjourney magazine where they host prompt competitions, and it's to get maybe
everybody turns up in time.
It's to get like that. you know, I think even people who are doing it, they know the prompts. They're actually trying to hone in on getting exactly what the AI to do exactly what they want, and it might be, you know, at the end of the day, I do think that the bank that AI originally probably used wasn't. It's no great. Like, obviously, AI originally was using people's art online. It was taking it, using it as a subject.
Are you not going to get to the stage where you say to the AI, make a better AI? And it's just all, do you know what?
Yeah, I mean, when does the vicious cycle end?
Do you know what I mean?
You know, AI's got a lot to pay for, and RAM prices are absolutely
Oh, yeah, 100%.
The fact that
water.
About
I
my PC like 2 years ago or something like that, and I went and compared the prices of the RAM and SSDs. My RAM, I think, has quadrupled in price from when I bought it, and the SSD about tripled in price.
Yeah.
The rest of the components were not too bad.
We were building
I was so
a
glad
PC.
about when I did, because
We were building a
it's
PC for
extortionate.
this, and originally I went and just put in the exact same shopping cart that I had for my PC, and it was way too much money. I was like, there's absolutely no way. Yeah, RAM apocalypse is, and AI has a lot to answer to for that as well.
That's why the Steam machine is so high priced as well. They would have liked to have priced that a bit lower, but physically couldn't for the components.
Plus, they make you buy a controller.
Yeah,
They
I'm not
make
going to
you buy
lie
a
though.
controller.
I do want the
controller?
I do want the controller.
I know. I was saying like it's
But I'm
actually
not
quite-
buying the Steam machine though.
I've never ever been a big fan on Steam's haptic things. I don't like the touchpad. People go away for touchpad on a laptop because of how shite it is.
See, I
don't
wanted to
feel like
use it when I
works.
don't want to get up and get my keyboard and all that. I've not got the ability for that
I
yet.
don't think the haptic part works. Like, even on the Steam Deck, I will use those haptic bits as little as possible.
Yeah.
I'd much rather have analog sticks. I feel like it's a much more natural.
So haptic.
So it's like,
What's haptic for?
you know the touchpad that's on your laptop?
Trackpads.
The
They're like
trackpad,
wee mini
that's-
trackpads on the
that's it.
controller.
So that you
The
can...
PlayStation controller has it as well. That
So
wee
imagine
the wee bit
rather
in
than
the middle.
using
Yeah.
an analog stick now, the Steam Deck has got analog sticks, it's got two like every
And
other
it's got
controller,
the wee
but it's got the wee trackpads, and you can use them like analog sticks.
I don't know.
You can be more accurate with them.
Yeah, I think some games have actually integrated them quite well. Like
You
I
can
like
be
games
more
like you're
accurate,
skating in,
or-
you can do the gestures and like swipe certain ways and do your tricks
like
and that off
literally
those.
instead of on like using analog sticks, if you open up a map, you can do the swipe to zoom
Yeah.
in and zoom out type of thing, and it maybe makes moving the map
It's probably
easier.
good for
but-
certain
Yeah,
things.
Oh,
but-
100%.
Isometric
It wouldn't
views,
replace
fine,
like
but-
analogs entirely. I wouldn't say. Like,
But I don't like it. I've never liked it. I think the analogs are a wee bit more comfortable to use. But
It's what you were brought up with, I suppose.
mouse
There'll
and
be,
keyboard
there'll
will
be,
never be replaced for me when it comes to the
that's
best
the
kind of.
thing. I mean, I know folk that are dead set on like tracker balls and stuff like that. 'Cause
I've never been able
do you know
to.
what I mean?
I've seen somebody play what was it? First-person shooters with a tracker ball. I
That's
don't even know
insane.
how they do that. But well, we've seen some crazy things with Elden Ring. People using Guitar Hero.
I've seen that and like
controller,
drum kits and
drum
stuff like
kits,
that. Yeah.
They no hit with Guitar Hero.
That's
but
insane.
Dance Dance Revolution, man.
Told you about that guy, the guy that had his fish beat
Yeah, I've seen that. Aye. You got the fish
That's
swimming
how
in
you
different
use
sections of
at
the
the perfect
tank.
time. He's like, heal, roll, and the fish like, brilliant.
Can't believe that.
It's
man.
insane. What
It's
folk
insane
come up
that a
with to
fish
do
has finished Elden Ring and Richard hasn't.
Oh,
A fish has finished Elden Ring and its DLC, and you don't even finished the first
does
part.
it-
He's too
Does-
busy tracking balls.
Does the fish have a job?
Does it? I don't
Aye,
know. It's a
Elden
fish.
Ring.
I mean, that's his job. Like, Elden Ring was my job. I'd probably
Elden Ring
finish it as
and
well.
create content playing
Aye,
Elden
that's
Ring.
That's it. It's unbelievable that guy's probably uploaded that video to YouTube and made thousands off his fish playing Elden
Aye.
Ring. Do you
Aye.
know?
Off his
So it's
fish
on
that he
a-
won at a carnival.
You know, it's on a sliding
You're
scale.
going to play Elden
It's
Ring.
like that guy who had the octopus during the last World Cup. Remember that?
Aye,
It was like the one that
picked
was
the winners.
guessing. Aye.
Aye.
He must have made a fair penny off of that as well.
Out of the octopus.
Find any gimmick that you can
Oh,
sell to people
Probably
online.
like a few quid off us, the
It's like
content.
the old granny that's been playing Skyrim for like
Aye.
10 years or something like that. You know, she's still not finished yet, but she plays
Oh,
a wee
she's
bit.
still not finished
I
it.
don't know if she's finished. Maybe she has.
So
But
she in the same camp as me, aye.
I mean,
I think I've,
Surely she's
I
putting
think
the
I've
time in.
finished Skyrim maybe like 2-3 times, but I've probably played it
Oh,
50
man.
I wanted
times or
to
something
play
like
Elden
that.
Ring. You
Like,
wanted
you
to
just,
move
I
on
just
to
get to a certain
Nightmare.
point and I'm like, I'll put that in.
you offered
We've
19
talked about it
actually.
before, Danny, where it's like every time you play Skyrim, it's like, I'm not going to be an archer sniper. I'm not going to, and half an hour later, I'm an archer sniper.
I genuinely think I've actually never really fully invested into that build.
Really? Would
Because
you
I
go
think
for
it's
the
too easy to just...
The old slapping style, but
Aye, pretty much.
Aye.
Or
Nah,
just...
two-handed.
Aye,
That's what I do.
just big destruction spells or something like that. Like, you
Well,
know.
look, what's your opinion on this, right? You're playing co-op Elden Ring with a person. We will bring it up, seeing as yours, because this is what turned me off of playing Elden Ring with Mark. We're playing co-op, but then
Hold
when...
on. We're playing co-op but we've got our own games, right? I go into his
it's
world,
not.
Right, aye.
Shams, we go into a...
Aye, so then he, when I'm no there, is playing the same character that he's coming into my world and continuing his story in his own world. But then he's coming back with upgraded gear, higher
But I get
level.
debuffed when I come into your
But we
world.
were playing it at the same time.
Right.
Trying to go through at the same time, and then
So
he
It
comes
depends.
back.
It depends on maybe if you
Mark's
want
coming
to.
into your game, but he's better armoured than everything
Right.
you are.
Right, yeah.
Right.
He's better
So-
than me, and I don't like it.
No, it's got nothing to do with that.
What's the problem?
Right, okay.
Is
We're
it more
sitting-
about wanting to experience it at the same time?
Bingo.
Right.
We're sitting down to watch a movie.
If you
I'm
Me and
being
you're
game
sitting
plus
down to watch a
12,
movie.
right, okay.
But then I tell you about the 5 minutes before we do that part, I tell you about the movie.
But I'm not telling you about the movie.
No, but you're
I
on
was
it,
just
but you've
leading
went-
you
you've
to where
went-
you wanted to go.
you've
I
went-
already played the game
So,
12 times.
I know you've already played the game 12 times, but so you couldn't just play it when we're playing
Because
it.
you were like, you made me buy the game again. You made me spend for 30 quid on it, and then you also made me buy 90 as well
so you then
again.
couldn't put it down in between the
No,
times
because
that
I was like,
playing.
I'm going to play this. I might as well. I've spent 40
I
quid
did-
on it,
so
so,
then-
I might
so
as
then-
well.
Can I ask you a question? How long have you been going out?
No, listen.
No anymore. It's over.
Would you then know, say, right, okay, would an option then be create a new character and then go and do the whole world with your new character rather than the character that you come in with, and then every time he appears, it's like, fucking hell, there's the Elden Ring. There he is standing there and he's shining new gear. You
I
seen
see.
my new swords? 21 million points of damage.
I don't think.
Oh, don't
personally-
worry, it's been debuffed to only day 52,000.
I don't
I
think
wasn't
personally I
hitting any
would-
harder
yeah.
than you were.
But he was coming back with all of this stuff, and
I
I'm
was
like,
coming
where
back
the
with
hell-
better gear.
Well,
But I wasn't coming back. When I come to your game, it didn't do anything.
So then
So-
every time I'm coming into it, it's like playing it with a new character because he's got a brand new thing
So
that I've never
You,
experienced.
there's Mark out working hard to earn money.
100%.
Right, working hard to earn money.
It's
mate,
all about me.
and get nice things for you.
No, he never
right?
gave any of them to me.
Did he not get? Oh,
No, because you
No,
can
because
get-
that would,
because
I
you
wouldn't
can
have
get-
taken it
because
anyway
you
because
can get them all in your game.
I
Exactly,
would have
but I
taken
wouldn't-
because you're a strong, independent woman. And you don't need no
I wouldn't
man.
have taken them. I wouldn't have taken them because then that would have been
I
somebody
think
just
when we
boosting me
started
through
this,
the
you
game.
were like, I've never finished Elden Ring.
Yes.
Can you help me with it? And I was like, of course I will.
No,
I'll
no,
lead you
I
through
never
it.
said, can you help me?
I've taken
I never said, can you help me? I said,
He said,
do
please,
you
will
want...
you help me?
I said, do you want to play
I've taken him
it
to
together?
places he's never been to before.
That's true. That is true.
He's like, what's this place? I'm like, have you never
I
been
know.
there? Have you been to this castle right at the start of the map where you can fight this one? No. I didn't know there was this bit of the map was open.
It's true, because Elden Ring's an open world game, so you explore it as you see fit. If I never went to that area, well, of course I wouldn't know about it, you fucking idiot.
Personally, I wouldn't see a problem with it. Like, unless it was, which is not obviously like spoiling things or something like that. I could understand being frustrated with
spoiling
that,
anything.
which is fine. I mean, I've maybe did some things when I'm playing Borderlands or something like that. Like, I've had a mate that's maybe like we've started a character together to play those two characters together, but he might just have another character he goes and might go a bit further ahead than that, but then he'll come back to play the same character with me.
I would have been absolutely
But
fine
it
with
kind of
that.
depends on the Borderlands franchise, because if it's earlier than 3, it does matter on 2 because the enemies scale on your level, and if one character's like
But it wasn't-
5,
And
10
it
levels
doesn't.
higher.
I go down to his power
Yeah.
level in his game.
It's what I like about
If he came to my game, he would struggle.
Yeah.
He'd get killed by stand things one hits.
Yeah.
But I'm coming to his game and I'm getting debuffs, so I'm still taking them out the same
Yeah.
amount of damage. I mean, you still see me die to bosses.
Aye, but what I'm saying is, it's about, like, when you went off last night, I went and done Rodan. And I'm like, fuck, we were just going to do that tonight, what's the point? Like,
just
start your
practice.
Sorry,
other
they
game
done
and
it
then
12 times.
I know, but it was about the, as you said, about the experience it together at that point in time. And then if you're coming back, somebody's like, "Oh, I have completed the game last night." You went off and I'd spent the next 4
The
hours
gist
just
of it
listening
is,
to
just went
since
half and
this,
half,
we've not played it since this.
Yeah,
He went off in a bit and went, I'm away back to Tarkov. Thanks for that
Was it
fucking
Tarkov?
35 quid you spent on that game.
We keep your domestic off the podcast.
If I could drop my mic, I would, because I think I win that
I
conversation.
don't know if you do. I think a lot, like if we were playing It Takes Two or something like that.
Can you play It Takes Two by yourself, though?
But you wouldn't be able to go ahead in it. You would
Aye.
be experiencing it.
What if you
at the
played it
same
with
time.
somebody else and got ahead with them?
Well, that's fine. But what
Well,
I'm saying
that's-
is, aye, 'cause
Thank you for proving my own point now.
that's fine if you'd completed it with somebody else. But when you're coming back, you're starting at the point that we were at,
I've
right?
completed it with somebody else.
Is it
Myself,
more,
multiple
is it more you
times.
don't want him to just be repeating the stuff we might have
Exactly.
very
like,
recently just
aye,
done?
because then I feel like, see if it takes us like 5 times to do the boss, like he's fucking bored as fuck.
I've played
That's
that game
very-
12 times.
I don't know, but it's like...
Right, so on this domestic, we're going to have to leave it at that for the week, I'm afraid.
Hey, thanks for having us.
No, thanks for coming, Danny. It's been great. Thank you for your.
We're
Do you two need counselling? Do you two need counselling?
I think so.
Aye.
I think he's spoiled playing games.
Kiss and makeup. I'm gonna.
That's for the Patreon.
For the folk
show.
watching.
That's a different one.
Well, thanks for coming, Danny.
No, it's
been great to have you here, mate. It's been great to have you. Thanks for everything, man. It's goodbye from old Greg.
Bye for Badger.
Bye from Danny.
Bye from me.
Bye bye.